tight. Guard the doors both day and night. Passwords strong like shields of gold. Love and wisdom shared in bold. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong with cyber tips. Fishing lines and waters deep. Don't let them pull what you keep. Links they shine, but traps they weave. Trust your heart, don't be deceived. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong with cyber tips.
Welcome to Family Cyber Tips Daily, where on Fridays, it's just rushed by. Well, on Fridays, we focus on community, inspiration, and faith. And today, pretty much will be a simple one because we really don't have to unpack this more than it needs to be. It's a simple tech tip that could change your family's prayer life forever. Okay? It is not it is not really difficult to see how this can, really change how you approach prayers. The thing we are talking about, so that you are online with me, are digital calendars. Today we're talking about something powerful, how to use digital calendars to keep your family's prayer life consistent. Life is busy. School runs, work emails, dinner preparations. When prayer gets squeezed out, so does peace. And what if your family's devices could help protect your prayer rhythm and not distract from it? Well, that's what we're going to be looking at today, okay? First things first, let's unpack why this really matters, okay? It really does matter. So if you, like I mentioned, are quite busy, you're doing things and things are kind of out of whack, it is really important to get yourself some assistance. And remember that I've always homed in on the fact that tech is a tool. It's an enabler, okay? So we must use tools that are available to facilitate, to promote, to make whatever endeavor we are engaging on in the faith space, rewarding, okay? So the first thing you need to do is choose a shared calendar tool. We've shared on the platform, I can't remember now, but many moons ago on, scheduling tools. If you want to, go over that again, just go to the portal and do a search for scheduling tools or scheduling apps. That will give you an idea of the options that exist. But today, we're just going to look at Google Calendar, which is quite straightforward on the Android platform. And then you have the Apple Family Calendar or apps like Cozi. They all let you create schedules, okay? And once you've chosen one of those, or maybe you have your own one prepped, then create an event simply called Family Prayer Time. Yeah, I know that this may be preaching to the choir, and if you're aware of this, that's a plus for me. But there are many, and that's why we must always make accommodation for others who don't know this. Create an event called Family Prayer Time, okay? And make it repeat daily or weekly. We do ours at 7 p.m. every day. You know, that's our family time. We've done it now for so long, we don't need the scheduler or the calendar assistance. But for those who are not quite there, this will definitely assist you and get you into a rhythm, which is what we mentioned at the beginning. And ultimately, you won't need the calendar anymore. Okay? Use gentle notifications while you set this all up. Set reminder tones that aren't jarring, you know, the ones that will shake you into waking up. You start this, you know, despising your alarm if you're enjoying your sleep so much. So make it a little, you know, gentle, you know, a chime, a worship track, or even a recorded voice saying, time to pray, time to pray. After a while, that could also get annoying, but I'm sure you're following me, okay? So use gentle notifications. Now, the next point, I really do know that, and this is either by experience or by what people tell me, or my experience with my, our granddaughter. Children are easily triggered. Let your child be the prayer reminder captain once a week. Okay, that could do something, dynamic in the home. So let your child be the prayer reminder captain once a week. Let them add their prayer requests, to the calendar notes. Just get them involved. And kids generally just like doing stuff with mom and dad. It just makes their day. I know it because I was once a child and I see the impact it has on the generations after. Okay? Engage them, involve them, and you'll see the benefits. Another thing that we can do that will make this worthwhile is keep it visual and be consistent. Use emojis, hands in prayer, hearts, candles. Keep it at the same time daily. Even just 10 minutes before bedtime can become sacred. So I'm really hoping that you will give this a try. Really, just set it up. Get those things that I've just outlined, done, and you will see the benefits. Someone has come to the comments and said, can you stop for a second? Okay, I've stopped for a second. How can I help you? Yeah, there's a comment. If you're live, you can see it. I don't know who he is. Introduce yourself. Perhaps we can have a chat. Okay. So those are the things that make this really matter. I've gone over several things, and the last point that I shared before, I spoke about the comment, is just make it visual, and consistent. And you'll find that the families will connect. The chap who said, can you stop for a second? And I stopped. He now says, good boy, because I did. Well, friend, if you're a friend and not a foe, you're welcome to the community. All right. Let's see what the benefits are. I think that's crucial too. Let's see how this benefits families. The calendar introduction into the family life or the spiritual life. Using calendars must be established that using cameras does not remove the spiritual, okay? It removes the guesswork. And that's crucial that we lay that foundation. When prayer time is planned, it becomes protected, okay? I know that many, and to an extent, I know a few people who don't need calendars. They just wake up, and that's admirable. Really, really admirable. And one or two of them who have engaged, how do you do it? The Holy Spirit. Who can question that? Okay. And it's not a bad thing to covet. But as long as we're using it as a tool, I'm making sure that that doesn't remove the spiritual element. It just removes the guesswork. Then we're on the right track. Okay. Because when prayer time is planned, it becomes protected. Your kids will grow up remembering that no matter what was happening, we paused and we prayed. Legacy. And that's the bit that really, really excites me, that we can say that every day we pause to pray. We pause to reflect. That is huge in any family setup. Huge. And so if you've not quite done that yet or established that routine, it is a big, big thing to do and a beautiful thing to do. Okay, giving God prime place. All right. Faith needs rhythm, and calendars help you build it. That's the long and short of it. So go ahead and please open your calendar app today and make prayer a permanent part of your family week or your family's week. Okay. Your soul will thank you for it. We would have, I know there's in the UK, there's a bank holiday on Monday, but we'll still have a broadcast, an episode at 6 p.m. But the weekend is upon us and the weather has been beautiful in the United Kingdom. So go out, enjoy yourself, and get ready for more. You can binge on other content that we've released all week, but I'll be honored to have you with me on Monday at 6 p.m. I've been your host, Lawrence Edem. Until Monday, 6 p.m., God bless and goodbye.
Protect our circle, keep it